Hello. What's up, folks? Oh my gosh, a lot of predictions already. 143 4, 49 8. It's not really how the way people have been swimming it though, is it? Um at least in the past. Like 50 out in 50 point. Even Biederman went out as fast as that, I don't think. But yeah, okay, here we go. We're already lining up here, ladies and gentlemen. We got the men's tuna freestyle. Brett is working. He's a big city boy now. But if you want to join, someone want to come in here, you want to watch some swimming with me, go ahead. Come on in, raise your hand. Yeah, we're gonna find out. I think our boy Popovici is gonna lay it down. He's gonna be out fast. SB, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Um, I think there was a little mistake on the stream yesterday. They said that Tom Dean was out 50.1. I don't think that was true, was it? Pull Boy told me it wasn't. It was a mistake. He was out in 50.4. Uh-oh. DK's got full faith in Dino here. I mean, he's the Olympic champion for a reason, right? He looked amazing. He looked absolutely amazing yesterday, and he did kind of like shut it down. So we'll see. All right, I got the VPN up today. So I'm watching. I'm a little bit ahead this time, for the first time in a long time. I'm watching Drew Kibler walk out on one screen, Tom Dean walking out in the other. So I think I got an extra 20 seconds this go round. Lucas Martins is in this. Did not put down a good 800 today. He added like 14 seconds or something to what he went just a month ago, 2 months ago in April. But now he's got the swim the 200 free finals. So we'll see how he does after another 800. A cracker at the 800. Karen Smith is in lane 8, along with right next to Drew Kibler. Those are your two Americans. Out walks Popovici, just nodding his head. I want to see if someone takes out this race a little too fast, doesn't stick to their race plan. Sun Wu's there. He's not gonna let anyone push him around. We'll see. Here we go. This is the race of the night. So we think. We do have this great article. It's quite a long article. We were talking about it yesterday on a live show, and we got permission to turn it into a podcast, which I'm almost done with. So it's turned out to be, let me see here, 45 minutes listening. It's big. So we'll get that out probably today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'm watching I don't know what I'm watching on Eurovision. All right, folks, we're in the water here. Lane 6, Tommy Dean, he is out way fast, 23.7, a half a second faster than what Paul Biederman went out. And he's gonna give this one a race, baby. Karen Smith at the bottom of your screen, coming in second, maybe third. First at the 100, Tom Dean, 50.1. Popovici, just behind him, a couple tenths behind him. And then Karen Smith. Oh, Popovici just absolutely destroyed this third 50. He's rocketing past Tom Dean going into this final 50 meters here. Sun Wu Wang is moving up. He's just 1 full second behind Popovici. Him and Tom Dean are going to be fighting it out. Tom Dean's fading, folks. He is trying to struggle. He's struggling to come home. Here comes Sun Wu. Here comes Kieran Smith. Here comes Drew Kibler right next to Tom Dean, right on his shoulder. Sun Wu really putting it on these guys. He's going to get second place. The race is for third. Popovici 1:43:21, a new world junior record. Unbelievable. Woo! 1:43:21, folks. I think that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. Everyone thinks he's going to be out in under 50 point, but that's not how even the best, even when Biederman went 1:42:0, and yes, he had a suit, but even when Thorpe is saying like, hey, you got to go out fast, they are going out fast. They're just not going out too fast. You got to crush that second 100 as well. And that's what Popovici just did. He just took off that third 50. He was just gone. $26. These are his 50 splits. 23-7, 26-1, 26-3, 26-9. Sun Wu's in there second. Tom Dean snatches up third, right behind Drew Kibler by 3/100ths of a second. Felix Albach fourth. Kieran Smith. I'm sorry. Felix was fifth. Kieran sixth. Lucas is seventh. Actually, quite a decent swim for a guy that just swam the 800. And Elijah Winnington rounding it out. Pull that up real quick for you guys. There you go. I got this race pace calculator that I've been working on with Australian coach John Shaw for a little while, and it is really cool. And I want to give you guys a little show and tell, show you what it looks like here. Where'd he go? 43:21. This is what it spits out right here. Oh, that's not good. That does not look good. Basically, the calculator is saying that he should be out in 50.6, which the times on the screen are not right. He was out in 49. Look at that, 49.9. Man, something's wrong with the times on the screen have not been the same the last couple days as what's been showing up on these official results. I mean, clearly not right at all. Two times in a row. 49.9. Tom Dean 49.8. What a swim. 143 is unbelievable. 143.2. It's almost 142. That's the second fastest time ever. Jiminy. All right, not to keep moving here, but we got the mile. I guess we can take our time. Wow. Outsplit Phelps's last 50 by over a second. Time trim. Thank you. Third fastest. Incredible. Props to Tom Dean for going out, getting after it, jumping on top of it, giving him that good fight. Sun Wu back home, 26-6, 27-1. Second fastest. No, Felix Albach. Man, he did it two times in a row. 26, 26, 26. Just wasn't nearly out as fast. Almost a second behind Popovici at the 50 mark. Yeah, we were just talking to Caleb Dressel about this. He thinks that the most impressive record is a 200 freestyle, like most people do. But yeah, two of the world records, Phelps is 400 IM, and now this one, both knocking on heaven's door here. So we'll see. We got both of them are young. Both of them are still have big potential. Trajectory still high. And they got 2 years until the big dogs, Paris. So we'll see. Katie Grimes walking out here, American hopeful here for silver. Don't think anyone's going to be touching Katie Ledecky, who didn't swim the 200 freestyle for the first time in about as long as I can remember. So she'll have a fresh 1500 coming off a pretty strong 400 W, going 358.1. Which was her fastest time since that Tokyo race with Ariane Titmus. Bobby, how are you? Anybody want to come hang out? Bobby Gantoro? Just put it in the chat there for you, buddy. Or whomever. If you got a good connection, come in, say what's up, watch a race. 142. Unbelievable. All right, we're in the water here. It is so funny watching two streams at the same time. Hockey's he's working. He's got a job that makes him work. I actually picked up a new job too, so I'm coaching. I'm on deck just 2 hours a day, not even 2 hours a day, an hour and 45 minutes a day. But not today. We are off today, so either not going to be live. Matt Cross, what's up, dude?
How are you? All right.
Where are you coming from?
I'm currently coaching, so I've just managed to squeeze the 200 in while I'm coaching.
Beautiful. Well, you should. What time is it over there? Like 6:15 or something?
Yeah, 5:15 in the UK, so
5:15. Yeah.
squeezing it in.
Yeah. Put the TV on, pull them all out. Let them watch Tom Dean.
They're on a bit of recovery, so I might get them out to watch Ledecky.
Yeah, cool. Good. Well, good. I'm glad you got a second to stop in and say what's up. What are you guys doing today? Just recovery today, huh?
It's midway through a quality set at the moment, so we're off to a meet at the weekend. So last minute prep into that meet.
Cool. Good. So, where in England are you?
Down in Plymouth. So got Sonny and Chad and Max coming through this afternoon, I believe.
Excellent.
So be able to catch up with them.
Yeah. I need to catch up with them too. So
I'll tell him to get in touch. I think he's coming in to see me this evening at about 7. So
yeah, tell Sonny to actually tell him to text him his address because I've been meaning to send him a clock.
I will. I'll let him know.
All right, cool.
All right, good to see you.
Hey, thanks a lot. Have a good practice. Thanks, Matt. See you. Too funny. All right, Ledecky is she's first at the 200. If you didn't know, Katie Grimes is in second. body length behind her already. What I was saying before Matt jumped in here was I'm watching the British feed on my VPN computer, and I'm watching the Olympic Channel feed, and they just go back and forth. Like I just watched that race, and the Olympic Channel was way out in front, and then we switch. We're on this race, and now I'm 30 seconds in front on the other side. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the head coach of the University of North Carolina at Wilmington on the beach, Bobby Gantoro.
I'm not on the beach today, but it's my lunch break.
Yeah, good. This is a perfect place to spend your lunch.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say watching the mile is pretty awesome. It's with my distance coach John Carroll.
I love it. Hey John, what up?
What's up?
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Matt Cross just called from Plymouth in England. Did you see that? He just popped up. He's in the middle of practice. That's funny.
Yeah. So we got a master practice going on. I think they're doing the mile for time today. So, hey, to honor Katie Ledecky, you got the GOAT. Katie Ledecky is the GOAT.
Yeah, she's gonna she's putting the beat down right here. She's coming in for 400 meters. What are you guys doing? I saw this. Of course I follow you, but I saw you on Twitter. You got 35 people in the pool this morning. Looks like just cranking it out.
Yeah, we got a pretty busy summer. We have 35 returners trained with us this summer with the Seahawk Aquatic. It's a new thing. Never really had that many people before here, and kind of build it up. They're doing a good job. But we live in the beach town, so the time to make money in our town is now. A lot of our athletes, they stick around town and they train and they make money, and it's in season in all industry here on the beach. So it's a great time for them to be here.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is you've changed the culture, and I know you came from UNCW, and the culture was already strong. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the championships. I was there at the meet every single year when we lost to you guys for like 12 years in a row. But what most Division I mid-major programs are not doing a full stack of swim practices with 35 people staying over the summer to train together. So you can't like twist these people's arms, but what did you do to get that?
Sure. I think it's understanding really putting understanding to everyone that, the summertime really is a time for all of us to grow as people. It's really, and I say that all the time, like, when you're in season, you're focusing, it's easy to focus on swimming to get best time in school and all the stuff, right? It's every school's doing it. I always say that, hey, between April, May, June, July, August, it really is the time for all of us to move forward in life and how to balance the intensity in the water that we do, and also really having a time for you and understanding what you need to do outside the pool to really improve in all aspects of their life. And to be honest with you, Nate, like, we don't do Saturday morning practices in April, May, and June, July. But it also put a lot of pressure for us as a group. Hey, it's Monday morning, that's not just 6 a.m. Monday morning. It's, we got to be back on our toes, and we really got to focus on putting 2 hours a good work, not just, it's okay to be 75% because there's no room for an error. It's balancing that, and I think they understand. We know what we're trying to accomplish as a team, and I think when we put it as this really is life lesson for everybody to move forward, the rest is history, really.
Yeah, I think Eddie Reese is quoted as saying basically, if you take the summer off, it takes you 2 seasons to get back to where you were before you took it off.
Yeah.
So,
and I would go strategy, like, you may not be getting best time, or you may be getting best time. I don't know, but we got to pick 1 or 2 areas that we have to be honest with ourselves. Which area do we need to be better? Whether it's the weight room, dry land, or trestle, or really just kind of make it simplify to 2-3 things. So, how are we doing in the race?
7:10 at the 700. Katie Ledecky way out in front. We have a pretty good race going on for here for second between. Is that Lanny Pallister from Australia? Yes,
It's an interesting world championship, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, you have these young kids that are blowing up times that we haven't seen before in a long time. You know, kids that we know that have been here, that have been on the radar. But then again, we also have like the women's 200 free is like the slowest I've seen it in forever. So it's yeah, it's interesting.
It's good to see new faces, and also, you know, shout out to the two former NC State swimmers, Justin Ress and Ryan Hull. They found their groove, man. Absolutely. It's for me to see that. It's cool to see some old name Dylan Carter, finding some new pace, right? And I think there are some veterans out there that keep finding a new how do you say it's I mean, I don't even know how to put it words. But some new faces, pretty cool too.
I think there's been a lot of people that have made changes in general, right? And they have been successful changes where they've gone faster. So
Katie Ledecky, right?
Katie Ledecky made a change. All the people that have been to Loughborough. Heck, I think, yeah, it's the only person that didn't change was David Popovici. He kind of like doubled down on everything, right?
He shouldn't change right now. His things are working.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I mean, don't try to fix. I guess don't fix if not broken.
That's right. Yeah, that's kind of what the article is saying too. That we're about to put out as a podcast. So it'll be interesting for people to just be able to listen to that instead of try to read it and get distracted every 5 seconds. You know.
Yeah.
How's what else is going on in Wilmington? We building a new pool anytime soon or what?
You know, we're trying to, man. 50-meter pool would be, I think, the words in town is a lot more people wants to build 50-meter pool. You know, why not? Why not us? We live at the beach. We're probably one of the most underrated beach town. I mean, I don't know. Have you been here? You've been here, right?
Yeah, a few times.
Been here many times. Yeah. I mean, it's a small Virginia Beach, right? It's very, it's really affordable. 2 hours away from Raleigh, which is people can fly internationally and take a short drive. Only an hour 15 minutes from Myrtle Beach, which is, you know, really easy drive for Myrtle Beach. So more and more, I think we're going to focus on 50-meter pool training facility, and the university is seriously been pushing for that. Our athletic department. So we've been meetings a lot on that. So
that's huge. Yeah, Wilmington's a lot like Virginia Beach, I think. Virginia Beach is much bigger, but it's spread out a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty calm beach town up here too. I think that's probably why we got along so well, us and y'all.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
Both on the beach.
I
definitely made some trips up there in my van.
You know, I mean, Wilmington, UNCW, our program pumped up some good coaches. I mean, the Team USA head coach on the women's side, Todd DeSorbo, he's an alum.
Yep. Yeah, it's been fun. I mean, you know, a lot of people follow me on Twitter that are in the CAA or that came from the CAA, and all the ties that came with, like, obviously, like me and you have known each other for a long time, whereas a lot of people don't realize that. And I mean, heck, Greg Meehan came from William & Mary. He was a William & Mary coach. Now the head coach right now at Cal on the women's team, he's a William & Mary kid.
Yeah.
Matt Crispino's running. He's up running an Ivy team. Kevin Norman from UNCW, he's running an Ivy team. So there's we got a lot of coaches that came from the CAA that are doing things. Yeah. Tim Lane's out and still coaching out in actually, is he in Budapest right now? I know he's got like 2 swimmers in Budapest.
I don't think he is. But he's doing great stuff in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still coaching. He's got
Mitch Mitch Dalton in Texas. He's from
Obviously,
James Madison.
Mitch. Yep.
Yeah,
Another
he's
JMU kid.
fantastic. Yep. So,
Yeah, the CA was strong, man.
I mean, that was the best mid-major.
The force is strong.
The force is strong.
The force is strong in the CAA.
That was the best mid-major. The college swimming message board, remember back in the day?
Yeah.
That was before podcasts.
Yeah. Yeah. That was that's like the swim comment section now. It was just a bunch of us talking shit to each other.
Hey, we should do podcasts about mid-major back in the day. That would be really cool. I mean,
it is a shame to see the CAA go to. It went from 10 teams to, I don't know, what is there, 5 teams in there now?
Five teams now. Well, on the men's side, it's 6 teams actually now.
Okay.
And then on the women's side, we're adding more. So
yeah, it was so nice to be. It was super uber competitive. I mean, if you went to CAAs and then you went to NCAAs, everyone felt like CAAs, like that was like where all the pressure was.
Yeah.
It's just it was a good compliment.
I didn't know there was the next level. I tell you what, after CAA, I was like, here we go. I didn't know there's next level. And then I remember one summer, and Todd took us to US Open. I'm like, yeah, it was, we're wrapping dead freaking last in the 100 fly. I remember that. I was like, wow, yeah, there was some fast swimmers out there, but the CAA atmospheres, our conference atmospheres, were very good. And I think we're building up to that. I think the head coaches in our conference are very smart. William and Mary, Nate is in William and Mary. I mean, they produce. I mean, he's. I don't know. I think he's probably the only mid-major head coach that produce 18-second 50 freestylers and 21-second 50 freestyle on the women's side. So I'm helping them recruiting right now, but I have full respect of what they're running over there, right?
I love Nate Kellogg.
Yeah, and then Nathan Lavery in Drexel, he's done a good job over there.
They've had some kids show up at NCAAs.
Yeah.
They had a good breaststroker, I think, this year.
I think this year they missed out. I think the only guy that went was from Towson.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of, Towson kid. Yeah. He was the breaststroker, right?
He's the breaststroker, yeah.
He's like a 5,100 breaststroker from Towson.
51.4. Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you and I know, like, a lot of smart coaches in smaller program. I mean, some of the best coaches are in mid-major and also Division II. I mean, they're figuring out a way in such a small amount of resources. And I can watch.
You kind of got to be on the run. If you're a young coach, you got to be going job to job to job to keep moving up. Because most of us are just like, we're just normal. We were just normal swimmers. We weren't superstars like Katie Ledecky, who just went 15:30. 15:30.
Wow. The move, I think. What do you think about the move? I mean, obviously it's paying off really well for her.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't go faster in her 400. She went 3:58.1. Don't get me wrong. She just went 8:09. That was faster than she went into Tokyo. At some point you've gone your fastest times ever. And this is like the challenge for her, right? Like getting back to best times is seriously a super challenge. How do you go 8:04 again?
Yeah.
She just went 8:09, which is like unbelievable. She just went 15:30, but she's 10 seconds off her best time. So the challenge for her is, like, do you worry about best times or you just care about winning now? Like, I assume she cares more about winning than her times, but she's still so young. The sport is a funny sport. And that's why we see these kids that are retiring at 24, at 25, because they've either peaked in that body or in their brain. And for her to keep going like this, like for her to show up like the very next day after the Olympics, be like, I'm leaving and I'm going and I'm training immediately, was unbelievable. I mean, the focus that Katie Ledecky has is second to none. So, Yeah,
I
it's
like to
tough.
see her in open water.
I've been saying that for years, but I think she said she doesn't even like it. So that's the main reason. She's not into it. But maybe Katie Grimes is that swimmer.
Yeah.
You know, she just got second, and she just came home really, really fast. Because Lanny Pallister was giving her a race right there. I didn't really see the splits. We were chit-chatting too much, but yeah, Katie Grimes coming home 31.6, 31.7, 31.9, 31.4, 31.1.
Ah. Oh,
Just killing it. Let
that's
me pull these up real quick. And she's swimming the 10K, right? Or 15:44. That's a new best time for her.
yeah. Wow.
Lanny Pallister gave her a good race, faded a little bit at the end, still put up a really good time, 15:48. That's a new best
Yeah,
time.
under 1550 still that's really good.
Yeah, really good. And I just saw something that this Chilean girl, Crystal, this was her fifth or seventh final of the 1500 at World Championships.
Hmm.
Can you believe
Wow.
that? She's like
That's
35
hard to
years old.
maintain.
She's like our
That's hard
age.
to maintain.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think I can run that fast in a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the 800 freestyle on the men's side, that field is so deep this morning. Oh my God.
Yeah, and to think a couple people dropped out of it. Elijah Winnington didn't swim it.
Yeah.
Lucas Martins put up a giant 10+ second ad. He went 7:41 2 months ago. He's not in the final. So it is,
Nope.
yeah, it's stacked. It's just not stacked with Americans. We just got Bobby Fink sitting there lurking. He's lurking.
You never count him out though.
He's sitting there. Oh, I never count
Never
him
count
out.
him out. Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I put all my chips in.
744 the first place and 746 eighth place, I think, this morning.
Yeah, and he didn't come home fast, you know, like I was looking at his last 100. He's got 4 seconds right there. 4 seconds in his last 100 that are just going to disappear off his time tonight. Now, you obviously you try to take in everything into account. Like we're not talking to these people. We're making predictions that we're just people behind a microphone. But
Sure.
dude, I look at everything. Bobby Fink looks like he is in great shape, like physically. Like if you look at pictures of him in the pool in Budapest, the dude is chiseled. He looks like he's ready to rock. And I think he's going to kill it tonight. If he's anywhere near them, if you do not blow past him from the very get-go, you either got to put him out of his misery at the beginning, or if he's still there behind you, he's going to get you, man. And you know he's going to get you.
You can't try to sprint with him the last 50. He's going to win. If you give him a chance,
yeah,
he's going to get you.
So we'll see. But coming up right now, we got men's 50 breaststroke.
Now, how are you ahead of us so far? You're way ahead of me.
Am I?
Yeah, you are. I'm like, maybe it might be UNCW internet.
But you sound better now.
There you go.
You were echoing a little bit, but not anymore.
I shut down the YouTube part. I guess that's why it's more like doubling.
You know who else is swimming good? Korea. They've had people, men and women, in almost all these events. Young kids I never heard of. Obviously, everyone knows who Sun Woo is, but here's another, another Korean kid, Choi, in here, 27.5 in the 50 breaststroke.
It's putting together also the team is friends. I mean, there obviously you got the usual suspect, and it's they got that batch going 52.8. And Marie swim in a second in the 100 fly.
56.1.
56.1. And I think they're putting together a good prep for 2024.
I think you're right. I was actually trash talking France yesterday on the live show, saying like, other than Flo, like, what have they been? Who's been winning? Who won an Olympic medal this past year? Right, you can't name them, but now you're starting to see like, you know, they swam really well yesterday, and they got
really well.
young up and comers. So, yeah, well,
The young group is really very impressive. Didn't they just hire a new coach to take over their national team? I thought I saw that somewhere.
I can't remember. Who's Jocko working with now?
Yeah, who is he working with?
Is Jocko working with France? Someone in the comments section will probably know. It's hard to keep them all. Fred Verneau, he switched jobs. I think he's like in the islands or something now. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right, here we go. First semifinal heat. Michael Andrew in the middle of the pool, lane 4. Nick Fink right below him in lane 5.
You were way ahead of me.
Good. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's weird. Like, it's the British one is sometimes behind the American one, but not on these ones. Like, I'm about to finish the race.
What?
Yep. Michael Andrew is clear W right here. Michael Andrew first, Nick Fink second. The young Italian Sarasulo is third. Michael Andrew 26.73.
26.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's back. Yeah, that was I was just opining.
It was a fluke. The 100 breaststroke was a fluke. It didn't really look poppy in the beginning of the start in the 100 breaststroke and semi. You know, but he obviously looked fine in the 50 fly, and hopefully he's turning around.
He looked great in the 50 fly, didn't he? He looked pretty good right there too.
He looks pretty good right now. Exactly.
Yeah. No, he's, as Brett was saying, he's the most unpredictable man in swimming, and yeah, sometimes he just lays down a stinker like he did in that 100. But I think, you know, if anyone can shake it off, it's him. He's been doing this forever, and he's thrown stinkers up, and then he comes back and he'll throw down his best time in an American record, and he'll win another world championship medal. So we'll see.
So he's turning around. It's looking pretty good for the 400 medley relay for Team USA. Just got to take a look at our backstrokers today. Man, a backstroke event. How about that?
Yeah, well, oh, see, Jocko is in France. So, yeah, now they got, yeah. I mean,
you know what Jocko did with Australian.
Yeah, he's got a good track record. He's I think number 9 most listened to podcast that we have. Almost all the top 10 are mostly coaches, but he's number 9. This is great. It's all about, you know, how he got into swimming and his management style and leadership, and is just so much to learn.
I listen to every bit of second of that. Jocko and Ariane's coach, what's his name? Titmus coach.
Boxel. It was like 3 hours long, but I was driving from Wilmington to the Outer Banks by myself because my family was already at the Outer Banks. So it was perfect. It took me 4 hour drive, but I listened to every single bit of that. That was, you guys are doing a really good job, man. Yeah, that one was
Brett
was serious.
To ask questions.
That was deep. Yeah, it was. Brett was just going and going, and Dean just wanted to keep. He just wanted to keep going. I think I had to stop like twice because they both had to pee multiple times. It was so long. I had to stop and cut it.
Question would be, anyone's going 25 in the 50 breaststroke at finals?
Yeah, I mean the Italian kid can do it. You know, he's got the speed. He has the confidence. He just won the 100. Arno's not in here. Petey's not in here. Yeah, I don't think so.
Who has the best start? Because in all of that, I mean, Andrew looked good in that 50 breast.
Michael Andrew
looks really good.
All right, let's see. Martin Nagy, he's right here.
Yeah.
26.6 this morning in prelims. He'll be in the middle of the pool here. SB saying there's no 25.
Petey. He probably still gone and still going 26 with his broken foot.
Yeah, probably. He was I went back and listened to his podcast, and man, he was just so focused on getting better and like this being a challenge, and they went all out.
That's pretty cool that he has the cast that he can use in the water and just specifically designed for his man. That's
what I was saying.
You're a real deal in your country if somebody figured this out for you and immediately, right? I mean, it's right like that.
They pulled everything out to get this thing manufactured for him immediately, and get him ready as quickly as possible to get back into shape for Commonwealths. But I'm sure they were going to do interesting things, with his arms and pulling and everything else. So
somebody said that's $10K for that cast. I'm like, hey, that $10K worth every bit of it for the country.
Yeah.
Get them ready to go to win another sweep in 2024.
Yeah, that's what's so fun. Martin Nagy easily won that heat, by the way. Junior Gomez from Brazil, another old man Brazilian. He's
an old
35,
man.
36. Dude, the list of Brazilians that are in their 30s that are crushing it still there's so many of them.
Or 40s. And they have two people in 40s.
Yeah,
right?
and Felipe Lima is not even in here, and he's like
30s, I guess 30s.
Yeah. I think they have two guys, 136, 135 in this heat.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. Did you just see this start by Martin Nagy? It's good. Yeah.
He's good.
I think he's going to win. He's going to sweep this. And that's going to be the answer to your question. Who's going to be the world champion of breaststroke without Adam Petey here? And it's this guy, the young Italian. Arnaud Kaminga, I thought it was going to really be him. I thought he was just so consistent, but he I don't know what happened. He was just a little bit off yesterday, and then he opted out. He's not even swimming the 50 breast. So,
but I feel like every time he swims the 100 breaststroke, he's always back half his race is pretty good though. Arnaud, it's always that pretty conservative in the front part of the race, and then come home pretty soon. I think that's when he went 57. He went 57.8, 57.9, right?
Yes.
Prior to the Olympic Games, where it wasn't necessarily out fast, but I remember watching his last 25. He just wrapped up the stroke rate pretty nicely. I was like, oh, smoke! Just speaking of 57. Miss Regan Smith, welcome back. 57.6 is on fire. She's going to break this world record.
I think she wants it back.
Yeah.
That was pretty clear leading off that relay. I mean, semifinals.
Semifinal.
Yeah. She just has that pop at the back, That's the pop that it hasn't been in that 200. When you go back and look at her 200 from Gwangju, dude, that's how she looks. She looks like she was swimming the 100. Like she was swimming the 100 last night. That's how she looked in the 200.
Yeah.
It's just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's so high and then just kind of stay up there. It's impressive.
Yeah, I mean the women's 100 backstroke. This is another, it's another one, right? Where it's like, okay, this event has gotten so fast, but now here we are at World Championships, and we have a 00 in the finals heat. We have 10 girls that can break a minute in America. So it is some of these events are a little bit weird. To your point though, like the 800 in a little bit is going to be completely stacked from top to bottom. So is what it is.
Women 100 backstroke, Kira Tosin. Now Kira, I don't know how to say her last name, but she's been swimming hot like forever. I mean, Netherlands figured out how to stay consistent. That country, I mean, really being involved a little bit with the country, and I had the opportunity to coach Niels Korstanje and just kind of learn of how they do things. They are such a high level thinker. I mean, Jocko's from there, right? I mean, they're so smart and they're so precise in terms of what they do. Very impressive country in terms of swimming, and in comparison to their population number, it's impressive to just to kind of look at what they've done in the history.
Yeah, pretty decent swimming country. Jocko was the first guy to coach men's Olympic 100 freestyle champion and women's 100 freestyle champion.
Yeah.
Hey, is that Ian Thorpe? Ian Thorpe handing out the medals right here to Tom Dean and the boys up on the podium for the 200 freestyle. Very cool. Good to see Thorpe.
Hey, going ahead of NC2A season, how about on the women's side? You got 3 Stanford girls are on fire with Claire Curzon, Reagan Smith, and Tori. That 400 medley relay going against Virginia and Stanford, that's going to be fun to watch.
They just got to find a breaststroker.
Yep, they both graduated. Well, they're both graduating their top breaststrokers, right?
Yeah, well, I think Cal might have a transfer too. They got to go somewhere. All these girls are transferring. They have to go somewhere, folks.
It's true.
It stinks for Cal right now. They're obviously going through massive transition, but it's like a mass exodus. It seems like there's a bunch of people in the transfer portal, and they're real deal swimmers. I mean, Leah Polanski just is hopping out. She was a finalist in the 2 IM, the 4 IM. Her brother swims at Stanford. Hello, good breaststroker, great IMer. So yeah, Stanford is looking fresh. How the tide has turned out there on the West Coast. There's Popovici, the Romanian flag. It's pretty amazing when you're from a tiny country, when you become a stud like this, what it means to the country.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just got chills just thinking about it. And obviously, you would know, you're from Indonesia. You guys who was your first gold medalist ever?
We never have any gold medalists in the Olympics.
Haven't had one yet.
We never had one. We have some medalists at the Asian Games back in the early 80s and mid 80s and early 90s and early 2000. We have a bunch of swimmers that end up in the East Coast. Actually, one of our best swimmer in the history that passed away because of COVID-19 actually 2 years ago. He swam at UCLA. He was medalist at the Olympic Games in the 100 backstroke. No Olympic Games. Sorry, Asian Games. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but what is? You guys have won gold medals in other sports, though, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Indonesia.
Yes.
In what? What's like
badminton?
That's right. Okay, so
badminton. That is a real sport right there, right?
Yeah, they kill it at the rec center, bro.
Yeah, but badminton, it's we probably win gold medals in one gold medal at least in every single Olympic Games.
Oh my! Here it is. You guys have won 8 gold medals, 6 silver medals, and 7 bronze medals.
There you go.
And your second sport, you haven't won a gold medal yet, but you got 15 medals, 7 silver, 8 bronze in weightlifting.
Yep.
Crazy, dude.
Strong people, man.
Yeah, well, if you're strong, then you guys are on these islands. I know you guys can swim.
Come on, right here.
You know, maybe
not as big as Brad, but here we go.
Double guns. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When Pop came on after that 47.3 last year, it like the live feed. I mean, it was insane. Like we've still never put numbers up like that before. No one's ever put numbers up that, and that just shows you like the power of a personality, the power of a sports role model. You know, it's so much about it is nationalism, and it's so cool. I love it. That's the best part. That's why the Olympics will always be the Olympics.
I mean, somebody asked in the comments, say that, you know, would Brett and you bet on Popovici over Dressel? I mean, I can't bet on it, but to me, it was like, I wouldn't count him out right now. He's swimming high. When 143 low, you know, he's in a cloud 7 right now. It doesn't matter who's next to him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he go 46. I would not be surprised.
I would be surprised if he didn't. maybe.
Well,
You know, like
that's a strong.
he just went 143. Like the dude is on fire, right? Like this is what everyone was hoping for, like was going to happen in the Olympics. It's just too early for him, right? Like he had just gone 47.3. He had just gone like his best time of like 146 or something. He wasn't going to go all the way down and almost touch 142 just a month after that. But now he's taken this last year from the Olympics. He didn't come to America. He wasn't playing around just to come on a little NCAA vacation and see America. He decided to stay where he came from with his coach and, get back to business to try to become the best. And this is what it takes. It takes super focus. And it takes a lot of times, it takes people, you got to say no to a lot of things if you want to be successful. You got 35 kids in the pool this morning. They had to say no. No, I can't come out to that party last night on Sunday. I can't. I got swim practice in the morning, and that it takes 10,000 of those no's. So, it's going to be scary. This is going to be that's the next race of the meet, right? I mean, if he takes Caleb Dressel down, it's going to be the headline of the entire swim meet. You know, I was saying, like, if Summer McIntosh can take down Katie Ledecky at the beginning of this first day in that 400 freestyle, that's going to be the dominating headline in mass media for the rest of the week. That didn't happen, but we'll see if Dressel can hold off this young Romanian kid.
I mean, but Dressel also has the experience. It's one of those things where you going against the giant. You got one shot. You better take a shot at it. You got one shot, right? I think
champions, they don't shy away from like racing. They want this challenge, and they seem to get better when they are presented with a large challenge like this. And this is like going to be a huge challenge. I would assume. When is the 100 free? 2 days from now?
Think so. I honestly,
I'm looking.
Haven't paying attention on that.
Oh, it's too hard. No, it's tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow morning, we've got prelims. That's tonight. So when you're sleeping, when you wake up tomorrow, we will have a prelim swim in the 100 freestyle from these two gentlemen. We'll see where we're at.
Game on.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning's probably. It's not. I mean, I know the relay splits was pretty fast, but I didn't think it was.
Okay. Well, this is a good question then, because we were just talking about all these people making changes, and Caleb Dressel is one of these people that has made a change, right?
Yeah.
He's in the same environment. It's not like he's made a drastic change. Like he's been coached by these coaches forever. But it's still a change, and he's changing his stroke at the same time. When you looked at that 100 freestyle yesterday, or on the relay 2 days ago, I think he was breathing every 4 strokes. That's not how he normally swims the 100 freestyle. Maybe he just wasn't paying attention. Maybe he, blacked out for a second and forgot to breathe or whatever. But
I feel like in that level, we back then when working with those sprinters and even Ryan Held and Justin Rest and in that level, I feel like we talk a lot about. I don't know. This may be everything different. I look at it more. It's not so much change; it's more adjustment. Because there are a few things. That's why they become who they are. The very elite and the top of the top. In elite level swimming, and they're making well calculated adjustment in their whether their training or their environment. Sometimes necessary. Sometimes the environment rather than the training. Sometimes the training rather than the environment. I think with Drexel. I think they're making a little bit of adjustment in the training, not necessarily the environment. He's been with the same team since he was freshman year in college,
pools,
and obviously Ledecky, a little bit of environment and training, most likely, right? A different coach is going to be different. It's not going to be the same, right? So I do think that the changes in that level it's more necessarily adjustment rather than changes, and that way you see you don't really see it absolutely fail or it's more like okay if it's not working we just off by a little bit. If it's working you're you get a best time, which is very hard to do at that level.
Yeah, exactly. Very hard to do going a best time. All right, we're in the water here. Reagan Smith, Claire Curzan, and Kylie Moss. Kylie Moss she never leaves one of these without a medal, and it's almost always of the silver variety. So we'll see what happens. They're out right where they typically are, 28-0. Oh, here comes Kylie Moss coming back. Reagan Smith,
you are way ahead of me, dude.
Yes.
You are way ahead of me.
I know. I'm sorry. You really want to redo it? Maybe the outcome will be different this time.
I heard everything before I watched the first 50.
Yeah. Well, she didn't look exactly like she did yesterday, last night, but she put out the win, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Kylie Moss is second. Like I've been saying, like she just is. She's the best, second best all the time. I don't know how many she has, but it's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up.
Beautiful swimming with all of this. My God.
And who would have thought Claire Curzan was going to win a world championship medal in backstroke before butterfly?
Yeah.
All right. Here's Kylie Moss's track record at the Olympics: silver in the 100 back, silver in the 200 back. At World Championships, you know what? In Budapest, she did win back in 2017, and then she won again in Gwangju. I'm sitting here just saying she's a silver medalist, and she's got 2 long course championships. So what do I know? Short course, she's got a slew of silvers, but she's always there. She's always in the mix.
Consistent.
Yeah. I love Kylie Moss. I wish she was American, though.
What's the results at trials in the 100 backstroke? How many women went 58 in the backstroke at US trials? Yeah, look that up.
Pull it up right now.
You're the Swimnerd. I go to you for anything.
Yeah, man, we gotta Sonny's like sometimes when Sonny's on, I listen to Sonny and I'm like, that's who I used to be. Like all the numbers just stay in his head so perfectly, and I feel like that's what I was like 15 years ago. It was just all there, you know.
That's what we did in my apartment in Raleigh when you came visit to Raleigh. Remember that?
Yeah. That was good. That video is still one of my favorite videos I ever made. I look back at it and I'm like, this is a great video.
That's a great one, yeah.
And UNC came for that meet. Y'all swam against Chapel Hill, and y'all just spanked them. It was ugly. I loved it. Backstroke at trials. Hold on. Ryan White was 58.5. Catherine Burkhoff was 58.6. Isabel Staten was 59.1. Yeah, so we had 1, 2, 3. We had 4 girls 58.6 or faster at trials.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, pretty good. All right, here we go. Men's 100 backstroke final.
Here we go.
You want me to wait?
Nah, go ahead, dude.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly what kids do to me. It's so true.
That's right.
My parents used to say that they just like have no recollection of the 1980s. Don't know any movies. Don't know any music. Don't know anything that happened in the 1980s. I think they're right.
Who do you got on a backstroke? Who do you got?
This is a great question. This is a tough one. Let's see who we got in here. Is this the last one of the night? No, we still got a bunch more swims. Look at all these swims.
I gotta get going after this on a backstroke.
I figured I was waiting for you to just jump ship on me, but it's been a pleasure to have you for almost an hour here. Yeah, I mean, this thing is chuck full, right? The Greek kid dropped like almost a full second, like 8 or 9 tenths last night.
Hey, it's a
Top
shout out
seed.
right here. Look up the guy in lane 6. Look up where he's going.
Is he going? Where is he going?
He's going somewhere in NCAA. He committed already. Look it up. Just look it up. It's pretty impressive. I was like, whoa, 52.5.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I was showing pictures of him yesterday. Guy's a beast.
Look it up his Instagram.
I'm on his Instagram. Does he throw a Wolfpack symbol up there? Yes, he did. That's a huge pickup for NC State, folks.
I mean, it's a backstroke. Braden know how to coach backstrokers too.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good track record there. 52.5. Whoo, doggy. That's gonna be fun. I mean, this whole heat's pretty
Yeah, it's
got these
stacked,
young
man.
studs. Johan, the French kid, he's great. Thomas
He was
Chacon.
great at the Olympics, right? He was like top 5 at the Olympics.
I'm gonna go with. I've been talking up Thomas Chacon for over a year, so I think he swam really well already this week.
Yep.
And
I'm going with him.
I'm just gonna put it out there. We'll see. But
Man, Hunter Armstrong, and he knows how to get it done too. In the big moment, he did it at trials.
yeah, he's a world record holder in the 50.
Let's see who's gonna take it out fast or too fast.
Ryan Murphy's the old man of the field.
Yes, man.
Born in 1995. Actually, no, sorry. Raisuke Irie is definitely the great grandfather of the. And he just seems even older than he is because he's been around for so long at such a high level. It's hard to, you look at it and you think, oh, he's easily in the 1980s, but no, he's born in 1990.
I mean, Christo has been around for a while too. The Greek guy.
Yeah,
he just had a massive breakout.
Yeah, huge breakout. I mean,
literally yesterday,
he was swimming for who? LA Current.
I'm not sure, but he's been 53 for a long time.
Yeah, 52. That's a big drop.
Right.
All right, here we go, folks. We're in the water.
Right,
we're flipping at the 50 already, and the first one at the 50 is Ryan Murphy.
Come on.
Lane 7, Ryan Murphy. He went out and toasted the first 50. No one's talking about Ryan Murphy, and Ryan Murphy just is still in the lead. Thomas Chacon, the Italian, is coming back a little bit strong. In third place is Hunter Armstrong. Oh, my goodness. Get on the wall, Murph. Thomas Chacon first, Ryan Murphy. Oh, my gosh. Thomas Chacon set the world record, 51.6, the fastest swim in the history of swimming.
Wow.
Thomas Chacon.
We call it.
We did call it. I didn't call a world record, but he'd been swimming too good, and he swam a couple of back-to-back events. He got 51.6. 51.60. Ryan Murphy second. Everyone, no one talking about Ryan Murphy. What a swim!
Wow. Now that's hard. What he's doing, preparing for a wedding and swimming. That's hard.
Not if you let your wife do all of it.
That's true. You just say yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Wow.
What a race.
There we go. World record.
Wow. With the world record holder in the pool.
Yep. Ryan Murphy, 51.97. Hunter Armstrong, good for third, 51.98. Two Americans under 52, and they don't win.
That's legit. Wow.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race right there. Let's pull up these splits here for you.
Man.
There you go.
Italian's not even chef. You got his stash.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of chest here and there.
You got a big chest there. I was gonna say.
The dude's got like a size 12 waist.
Ah,
See what he has to say.
get him on the podcast.
He said he has no words. Yeah, unbelievable.
That's fast. 26 coming home.
26-4, dude.
Holy,
Yeah, just
that's
Murph.
fast.
Got to give it to Murph. He was out. He's had a great start, great first 50, put the whole thing together, went out there and tried to beat the kid. But man, he just half a second on that last 50. He was just
He's swimming hot. It's like you see from yesterday, like the back-to-back, not back-to-back, but he doubled up yesterday, 100 backstroke and 50 fly. He did.
Yeah, and swam unbelievable.
Swim unbelievably fast too, like in both of them. Like, you could almost say that he didn't really go 100% yesterday in the 100 backstroke. He had 50 fly right after the 100 back.
Yep, for sure.
0.9 on, that's got to be wrong. 0.9 on 100, that's got to be wrong.
I don't know, but Ryan Murphy and Hunter Armstrong are smiling ear to ear. I mean, you can't be mad at going under 52 seconds and being on the podium at World Championships.
400 medley relay is looking pretty good for Team USA on the men's side. You got both Murphy and Armstrong's on fire, and then the breaststrokers I think Michael Andrews coming back. Nick Fink is on fire. Dressel in the fly, and you still have. Ryan Hell is 46 in the back of that in that relay, so it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Can we take down the world record?
I don't know about that.
Medley relay?
It's all dependent on the breaststroker. I mean, do you put Michael Andrew on there? Or do you put Nick Fink on there? I guess you put Nick Fink, right? Michael Andrew didn't make finals of the 100. I would assume Nick Fink's going to be on it because of that.
What did Andrew split at the Olympic Games?
58-1.
Okay. I'd say Fink probably, got the spot for that one.
What did he go yesterday? In the 100.
I know he was out fast at 27-1. He took it out.
Men's 100 breaststroke finale. Yeah, yesterday Nick Fink got third in the 100. He went 58.6, and he was out first, 27-1.
Yep.
27-1, 31-5. You got to be careful with reading these times off the screens on these televisions. They have not been right. There've been a lot of mistakes. That 200 freestyle was all messed up.
Yeah.
And that was it was messed up in semis too. Whew. All right, so we've seen a what? We've seen a 143 200 freestyle this morning. We've seen a world record 100 backstroke, the fastest in history. We saw Katie Ledecky stomp on everybody going 15:30 in the mile with America going 1-2. We saw, what else did we see? Regan Smith, Claire Kurzman, 1-3. America's winning a lot of medals at this one.
Yeah. It's that's why I say it's a little bit an interesting World Championships. There are a lot of heavy hitters also not there. And the Russians are out. The Russians are out, right? And
right. Yep.
Russians are out, and some studs from Australia is not here
and South
on the
Africa
women's side.
too, pretty much.
South Africa, right?
And they're so focused on the comm games.
Right. So it's really interesting, but it's but I mean, Paris is going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm glad I'm just watching.
Well, it seems like we're definitely going to be waiting to see Ledecky swim against Titmus again. We're going to have to wait until Paris. So that's unfortunate, but I guess, whatever. It's just the way it is.
Like somebody just wrote out, I'm in Budapest and next to Christos' dad. He was disappointed, but amazing how to backstroke. Yeah.
Cool. I forgot. Yeah, F Street. She was she had tickets.
You know, it shows that it's not easy to swim fast at finals, right? I mean,
All the time.
it's Reagan. I mean, 57-6 yesterday semifinals, low key in terms of, I mean, pressure still, but for the top of the top, it's not really as much pressure. And then the finals is all about who's going to touch the wall first. So, but I gotta get going. I appreciate you having me. Yeah,
dude, thank you so much for coming and joining. This would be very boring if it was just me. So
invite people in. Come on.
Yeah, well, hey, keep doing what you're doing out there at Wilmington, and stay in touch, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
All right, folks, that was Bobby Guntoro down there at the University of Wilmington in North Carolina, right there on the beach. If you like surfing, definitely should go check that out. And obviously, Bobby, he's been coaching with the best of the best, the Todd DeSorbos, the Braden Keiths, the Dinos, Coach Dinos, the Bernardinos of the world, picking up knowledge from all these different places. He's got an interesting story, Bobby. If you don't know, he's obviously from Indonesia. He grew up learning how to swim from these Australian surfers. They taught him how to swim. He would sneak into the pool when he was a little kid. Became like a swimmer, got a little bit better, got a chance to come to Australia to do some swimming out there, and then got a scholarship and came to America and swam for UNCW. And that's kind of where I met him. I was coaching. I don't know if we were swimming against each other, but he's a fantastic guy. And yeah, doing big things in the mid majors, focusing on his lifestyle with his family, which is kind of cool. Instead of he's been at NC State. He knows what it's like to be at the big show. All right. Hello from Romania. We are drinking some beers for Popovici. Yeah. Cheers to that. You should be. That he's a killer. He's got that killer instinct, and he's 143. That's just crazy talk. All right. Anyone want to come in here, watch these last few races? Here's the link if you want. Let's see what we got left here. We got the women's tuner freestyle semifinals. Got 2 heats of that. We got ceremony, the men's 2 fly. That's a semi, 2 swims of those. And then we finish up. We just have the women's 100 breaststroke. That's the last finale. And actually was kind of keep harping on the women, but a couple seconds off the world record. They're all stacked up. Everyone, that's going to be super ultra competitive. 105.6 is the top seed from Germany. The swimmer from Texas, Anna Elend. Lily King sneaking in. Obviously, her training partner got disqualified yesterday. Annie Laser is out. Lily King is in. Heard Bobby Hurley saying that she may or may not have been sick over the last couple of weeks. So maybe that's why we're seeing a little bit of a Lily King. Just a little bit off. But like Bobby was saying, it's hard. It's hard to swim fast all the time. Yeah, it's tough. If you get sick, if you get injured, peak performance is not good. We just had a really good speaker on the podcast, strength and conditioning coach Erin Carson, and that's basically what she said. If you're in the weight room and you're doing things correctly, the most important thing is that it helps you to become injury free. Like, it prevents injuries if you're doing the right things and the right movements properly in the weight room. And those people that get to the end of the season that are still healthy and uninjured and not sick are usually the ones that perform the best. And we see it time and time again, especially in our sport. She got COVID. This is the question that everyone wants to know. He's got a good chance. This is the other thing. Everyone calls Brett Brent. I get a lot of emails say Brent is good. Brent has a job. Some people call him the beach gorilla. Some call him Brent. All right, here we go. Women's 200 freestyle first semi-final heat. Let me pull up these start lists again here for y'all. Tomorrow, 100 freestyle. Muhan Tang walking out. She's been a little bit off her game. The young Chinese star. I had her being in medal contention here. She does something. She didn't looking so good. So we'll see. Charlotte Bonnet from France. Taylor Rucks in lane 1. Another Stanford swimmer, Canadian. I'm bullish right here on this British girl, Freya Anderson. She had a great split on the 4x100 free relay. Penny Alexiak's back. She's running out, hopping out, all smiles right there. The Olympic bronze medalist, Penny Alexiak, in this event. Maddie Wilson from Australia. She's been on a tear. She's been very competitive swimming and racing since the Olympics. 156 all day. She could just throw that down all day. But no Titmus, no Ledecky, no Federica Pellegrini, and so on and so forth. We're missing Emma McKeon and a couple other Australians that could be in the mix. But we got Molly O from Australia in the next heat. That's who I picked to win this thing about a week ago. And I'm still backing that up. But I'm bullish on Freya Anderson. I think she's going to pop this one off right here in the semifinal heat, along with Penny Alexiak. Those are my picks. Jay Ryan picking Maddie for the W. I'm in the water. Yeah, see, this is so funny. Like this is what's happening. So now the American feed is 3 seconds in front of the British feed. But we were 30 seconds behind the previous time. I guess it just all depends on they want to show stuff and talk about stuff, put all that feeder crap in there. But Alexiak is out. She's out first in a big way. 27.3 out to her foot. She's got a body length on who's ever next to her already. I might have spoken too soon. Tang is at the top of your screen, and she's taking it out. By the way, that was the first 100 backstroke world record from a non-American in 34 years. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm pulling up here. We got someone coming in here. Zane, what's up? Oh, Zane's gone. Somebody's saying that Cool Dumpy is saying that Penny Alexiak has been disqualified. Did she jump? We're headed in the 150, and it's the race is all changed again. Penny is going to get last in this heat. What's going on? Unbelievable. I can't believe we just saw that. 156.0, Freya Anderson wins that heat. Maddie Wilson second. Charlotte Bonnet is third. Taylor Ruck is fourth. Good swim from Freya Anderson. I don't know what's going on though. Penny Oleksiak just completely died. Let's bring in Mel Stewart.
It was a very big bed shitting.
All right, thanks, Mel. Thanks for the commentating. Maybe Alexiak knew. She was like, "Oh man, flinched. Better take this one out hard and then just bring it home easy." That's too bad. It's not good for Canada. It's not good for the Canadians 4x200 free relay either. If she's going 158 or whatever she just went. Penny, oh well, obviously she's DQ, but they didn't put the time up there. But yeah, 156, 156, 156 for the first top three finishers in that one. There's gonna be 157 in this final heat, folks. All right, next heat. Molly O's in lane 3. China is in the middle of the pool, the top seed of 156.5 this morning. Leah Smith and Claire Weinstein, the two Americans. We are we gotta step on the gas pedal here. If these Americans want to sneak in. 158 ain't gonna do it. It's getting slammed with this the spam still, huh? Just can't get rid of it. You're telling me.
Like, I definitely consider myself a swim nerd. And so like as a swim nerd, like Lenny and as a backstroker, Lenny's one of the guys.
A little Ryan Murphy right there. Just talking about the history of American backstroke, the United States of backstroke. I thought someone's trying to attempt to change the name of America to backstroke. Leah Smith doing the backpack kid thing, the flossing on her screen. I saw Niles, the kid from the Netherlands, put it all on Instagram, like how they make those things, and it was cool. It's kind of interesting and it's funny. I like it. It's playful. It's nice. All right, here we go. I just think Molly O is going to just dominate this heat and assert her dominance right here. 52.7 leading off that relay for Australia. The 100's really, I think her second event, the 200 freestyle is really, this is her thing, I think. That's not my bag, baby. All right, here we go. We're in the water here. Women's 200 freestyle semifinals. 156 going to bring you, it's going to easily make it back. 157 low, probably going to get you in there. Let's see who goes out and attacks it. Pretty tight field going into the first 50 with Molly O, Callahan, out in 27.2. Under world record pace, folks. We are under world record pace. We're always under world record pace. Doesn't it feel like that? That first 50? I think the top of the pool is hot right now, folks. And there's been a lot of swims at the top of the screen, not so much on the bottom of the screen. I haven't seen anyone light it up from lane 8. Still a pretty tight field there. Going into the last turn, Molly is still in first with Chinese Yang and Leah Smith right there hot on her heels. But looks like Molly is going to take this one pretty comfortably here. She's got a half a body length on everybody at least. Almost a full body length on Claire Weinstein. Whew. Claire is going to be really close. She just touched 5th. Let's pull these splits up real quick. We got 2 more events. We got the men's 2 fly. Freya Anderson popped that off. She is seated first going in. She gets to pick the song. Walking out here for tomorrow. There you go. Maddie Wilson, Malio, 2nd and 3rd. China sneaks in. Canada gets another one in with Taylor Ruck, 156.8 in that previous heat. Someone just said that German was going to sneak in. She sure did. Muhan Tang, she's 8th. And the 2 Americans are on the outside looking in. Leah Smith, 9th. Claire Weinstein, 10th. Both 156.9. There you go. Non-American field. 2 Australians. A German, a UK swimmer, and one from France, one from China. So tomorrow, that'll be your 200 freestyle. No Americans in the top 8. Yeah, crazy. I got to say, though, I think those are pretty good times for them. Ledecky's going to be on the 4x2. She's going to split 153, 154 low, 154 low. We should be in the mix for that. Well, Australia's good, man. Australia is good. We'll see. We will see. All right, we got a medal ceremony. Men's 2 fly. There's a lot of big name swimmers. James Guy's in here. Noah Ponte, Olympic bronze medalist. Trenton Julian. Thomas Kenderesi, the hometown hero from Hungary. Been a little bit off his game. That kid used to come home so fast. It was crazy. Leon Marchand is back after that 400 IM. That's heat 1. Heat 2, got the Italian Rossetti. Christoph Milak, the fastest man ever in the history of the 200 butterfly. This is a Hungary-filled event right here for the home crowd in Budapest with Thomas and Christoph. Japanese Honda, he's in the mix. Didn't he win? Didn't he win a medal in the 2 fly at the Olympics? I believe he did. Claire Curzan getting that first world champs individual medal in the 100 backstroke. There's 3 races left, folks. 143.2. I gotta rewatch that one. Love how people just come in here, just drop down David Popovici's name, just leave. SB, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. It's lonely out here when you're the only one talking to a microphone. Thank God Bobby Guntoro came in. If you want to come in, the link's up there. It's somewhere. Go ahead and give it a click. And actually, I've had too many of these waters. I'm gonna have to run to the bathroom real quick. Let me see if I can leave you guys with a great video. Jocko talking about the first time he ran into Peter Van den Hoogenbond. Seems kind of like a good one.
When did you first recognize that you had something special in Peter?
Well, to be honest, the first day I started coaching with him, so this was in '93 and he was only 15. And I came from an OK program in the south of the Netherlands and then went to Eindhoven. And the first day or first week I started coaching him, I thought this guy can do amazing things in the water. Like, we just an example, doing an aerobic set, and we're talking now almost 30 years ago, but doing an aerobic set, it wasn't too hard, let's say 8 200s on 250 and just cruising lactate 1 stuff. But Peter he had that thing in his mind that he always wanted to do something every day, even if it was only for a short moment. So he actually asked me, he said, can I just push and go in the last 200? I say, yeah, sure, whatever. And I remember that he pushed off and just swam a 152 or a 153. And I was like, oh my goodness, this guy can swim, right? Like this is something wow. else. And so I think even more than in competition, in training, you recognize what an athlete is really made of.
All right, we got Lily King coming up in the 100 breaststroke too. Maybe we'll listen to her real quick.
That world record, the 104.1, other than the finish, it's the perfect race. I've watched it 1,000 times. It's the perfect race. I've never felt better. I don't know what happened during the race. Like I totally blacked out, but like I know I've never felt better than I did that week in Budapest, which sucks because I was 20. Like, like how much of my career do I have to go? But yeah, it's one where it's like I kind of have to chase the impossible, which was that race, which is kind of fun when you think about it. Like I have to chase perfection in order to get that world record again. I mean, I still have it, but like to make it faster. So it's kind of a fun game. It also kind of stinks most of the time, but yeah, it's one where I do think I have something left, and I train better than I used to. I'm stronger than I used to be. So there are things I have improved on, and there are still other things I can also improve upon to eventually maybe get to 103.
I love that clip so much. It's kind of like what we were just talking about. It's like really hard to go your best times when you've done the fastest time the fastest time in human history. So we'll see what she can do from lane 8. Sounds like she's been a little sick, but hey, you know what? She's still Lily King, and she's gonna go out there and give it her all. So we'll see what happens. All right, here we go. 200 fly. Let's go. Got stuff to do here. I swam for Old Dominion Aquatic Club. I swam for ODAC, which was definitely around the 80s. You might know this famous butterflyer swam for ODAC named Mary T. Maher. She still holds the team records. She was here for a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know if her dad was in the military or what. That's usually what it is down here in Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. But yeah, I swim for ODAC. The main team now, the big main team right now is Tide, which is Jack Roach is kind of the the figure there, but Richard Hunter is the young coach that's really been the senior team coach. Just saw him yesterday at the Ocean Swim. They brought out like 100 kids to swim the mile. They've put up some serious times across the board. They've got a couple girls going out to Stanford this year. 143 200 freestylers. I mean, swimming has definitely changed a lot in this area recently in Virginia Beach. They built a 50-meter pool outdoors. It was the first 50-meter pool in Virginia Beach. That's not on a Navy base. So that was a big deal. And Tide swim team's numbers have like doubled or tripled, I think, since I was a coach. So it's been pretty good. But we got some good talent here. We just need to get swimming back into the school system in Virginia Beach. We, like most people, we have lifeguard issues. We don't have enough lifeguards for the beach. We don't have enough lifeguards for our pools. Obviously it's a national security thing. So especially in our area, largest naval base in the world, arguably. And we have pretty much everyone here. We got Air Force, we got Marines, we got Coast Guard, we got them all. And obviously we have the SEAL base. SEALs are stationed here. Yeah, it should be Virginia Beach could become a powerhouse in swimming. I think if they pushed it into schools, we have all the rec centers. Pick any one of the curriculums. It doesn't matter to me. That's what one of the problems with water safety is people can't choose on just picking one of the 20 different curriculums out there. We don't have that. We don't have a real problem. Like we don't have a transportation problem. We don't have resource pool problem. We have all that stuff. So that's where we need to move forward to just keep getting better down here. All right, here we go. We're making moves here. Freya Anderson, 156. Oh, it's a good swim. All right, start list coming. Men's two fly. James Guy, lovely guy. He's out in lane 1. Kenderesi, he's not a young kid anymore. He's a veteran. He's got a few world champs medals in this event, so he's not new to this. Got this other young Polish kid, Krzysztof Chmielewski. Maybe I said that right. He's real young. He's never shaved ever. Here comes Trenton Julian, my favorite fly and or die 200 butterflyer. And Noah Ponte, the Olympic medalist from Switzerland, swam 154.7 this morning. He's in this heat. And the Frenchie, Leon Marchand. What did Bjorn Seeliger say? He's on that French diet, baguettes, cigarettes, black coffee. All right. I think Noah Ponte, he stayed around. He didn't go to didn't come to America. He's looking good. I think he's probably got this heat. But Trenton Julian's been swimming well. So we'll see what happens here. Yes, Coach Bill. Bill Peak, legendary coach Bill Peak. And a Vietnam veteran. All right, here we go. We are in the water. I'm interested to see what Leon can do in this event. Man, I'm surprised he's not swimming 200 breaststroke now. if you can go 107 in the 400 IM, 107 low, man, he should be under 210. Like that should be his second 100. He could be out in a 2, be 209. Heck, maybe faster. Who knows? Men's 200 fly voted second hardest event behind the 400 IM, according to Kyle Sockwell, the president of Swimming Twitter, who's now apparently moved to Instagram. Sort of. James Guy leaving nothing out there. He is out in 53.7 at the top of your screen. Going for it. Love to see it. You forget James Guy's been around for a long time. He's born in 1995, which these days it's, he's swimming with kids from that Polish kid's born 9 years after him. All right, Trenton Julian looking very strong on this third 50, trying to catch James Guy into this wall. And I think that's Eddie Wang. Is that Eddie Wang? That's Eddie Wang at the bottom of your screen coming home. Come on, Eddie. Big superstar from Taiwan. Chinese Taipei. How do you pronounce that? It's not even Taiwan, is it? Oh, I totally had him mixed up. That was Leon coming home so strong. See, everyone makes fun of Rowdy when he messes up. It's so hard watching all these different people swimming. Trenton Julian, last place, coming home, eating it big time. Hate to see it, but that's exactly what happened. Noah Ponte wins that one, 154.20. Trenton Julian will not be making it back. We are one American down, one American to go with Luca Orlando in the next heat coming up. The Estonian Kreger Zerk with a great swim this morning, 156.1. I don't know if that's an Estonian record. I think it's maybe right there. Taipei. Thank you, Cool Dumpe. That was perfect. Jay Ryan, dude, you're always on top of it. Thanks for the email this morning. Appreciate that. Got a few emails this morning. Actually, I get quite a few emails. Like now we've added this thing on the newsletter where you can like kind of vote and just send us a little message or whatever. And people send the nicest things. One person sent some not so nice things, but I relish the haters. If you don't got haters, you're probably a nobody. I wish Brett would phone a friend.
I mean, for you, best times means world records, so that's pretty damn good, man.
That's not the way I like to think of it. It's best times. That's when you start thinking about it as a world record. That sounds that doesn't sound attainable. But when you say best times, I mean, that's what I've been doing since I was 4 years old. Just trying to go best times, and why does it change when you reach a certain point? So. That's always that's the way that I try to view it.
Some wise words from Ryan Murphy there. What a swim from James Guy. Went out, made it back. He's gonna make it back. 154. What 154? What did he go? He's under 155. It's gonna be close. We'll see if this heat lights it up or not. Got a bunch of people. Some names you haven't heard of, maybe. I like this Italian guy, Rossetti. That kid's dirty. Let's see how Luca Orlando is. He looked great at trials. Obviously swam great for Georgia. fastest time ever in the history of the 100 backstroke out of the blue. He's got dominating underwater kick on his back or on his front. This is a kid that went 153 in the 2 fly like in high school. Swimming for Dart out there in California. Had a little elbow injury or some sort of an injury before the Olympics. But doesn't seem like that's been a problem. Let's see if he can kick it up a notch right here, because 155.9 ain't gonna make it. Oh my gosh, spam. Jen, this is so funny. I basically swam for ODAC and swam in the ODU pool for 4 years as a high school kid. Then I went to ODU and swam there for 4 years. Then I ended up coaching at ODU for another 4 years. So I was there for basically every day for 12 years. So yeah, that's the way it looks way different now. You know, they blew up that entire field house and left the pool and did some big time renovations and added some windows, which is nice. But it is one of my favorite pools. I got that big wall at the end, the turn wall, huge giant wall. All right, here we go, folks. Men's 200 butterfly world championships. Here we go. Semifinal heat number 2. Come on, Luca Orlando. Here we go for America. We need an American in this heat. This is usually a good event for the American men. Lo and behold, Christoph Milak's out in front. Gosh, he's just so. He's going further on every stroke, and he's taking less strokes than everybody. He's so long. He's so Hungarian. He swims butterfly. The Hungarians have this. Yeah, I guess he doesn't swim the fly as like a typical Hungarian. They just sometimes their arms look like they're coming in full circles. He does a little bit. All right, what's his wingspan? It is silly. He's out in 53.50. Rossetti from Italy right behind him, and Luca Orlando's in third. That's a good spot for Luca. Come on, Luca. You got to turn on the jets here. Third 50. Let's blast it. Oh my gosh. Christoph Milak's butterfly is so gorgeous. That's what I look like when I swim butterfly. At least I think I do. Luca Orlando making a move here on that third 50. He's coming up over the top of Rossetti of Italy, and he's going to make it back here unless he completely gets pummeled. But he usually has a really great turn. There he is. He's right on he's nipping at the heels of Christoph Milak, which is very impressive. This is where you want to be. This is a good swim for America. This is a great swim for Luca Orlando. Come on, buddy. Finish it up. We got 15 meters. Uh-oh, here comes Honda. Christoph Milak, 152.39. Honda just out touches Luca Orlando. James Guy is 8th, folks. 154.9. You had to be under 155. Beautiful. James Guy, my hat's off to you, bud. That was a huge swim. Huge swim. Gutsy. Super gutsy to go out that fast. Look at that. Milak. Ugh. Can watch that stroke all day. Leon Marchand, man. 154.3. That's the new best time for him, I think. Luca's in. Kinderesi. They got two. Both Hungarians are back. Snuck one Italian in there. Kreger Zerk went faster for Estonia, but he's not going to make it back. Neither is that Polish kid. All right, this is it's looking like the Olympic final again, folks. Yeah, where is Max Litchfield? I don't know. He didn't make it. I don't think they took him. They didn't. They chose not to bring him, I thought. Something like that happened. All right, we got one more. This is it. We're walking out. Lily King. Lily King, folks. Let's go. Come on, Lily King. She's got nothing to lose. That's a scary thought. Yeah, she's a world record holder. Yeah, she's won an Olympic championship. But she's not supposed to be in this heat. This is a free swim for Lily King in lane 8. She's got to do this one for her friend Annie Laser, who got DQ'd. Did we find out what happened, by the way? They have been very slow to release that information. Dolphin kicks, one-hand touch. Well, what was it? I think it was a one-hand touch. I didn't even see a headline. This is going to be a tight final here. It is. Top seed's 105.6. The last seed is 106.4. So 0.8 between the 8 swimmers. Ruda's back. The Lithuanian. Very exciting to have her back in the mix. Sophie Hansen. The Swede. Benedetto Pilato from Italy, the speedster. She won her heat yesterday. Anna Allende, the German. Got a little bit of everybody in here. China, Japan, Great Britain. Molly Renshaw's made it. All right, this is the last set. This is it. This is the last race. Oh, thanks, folks. Non-simultaneous kick. She doing side stroke? She's doing that combat side stroke. I do like these close-ups during getting on the blocks time. It's good. All right, here we go. We're on the blocks. Lily King, bottom of your screen there in lane 8. Here we go. Take your mark. It's a clean start. Whoever was in lane 6, Ruda, what a start. Unbelievable. China's going after it. She is out fast. Tang from China is out mega fast. Yeah, Lily King's just still slipping. Something is not there. Come on, Lily King. Get off that wall. Ruda from Lithuania is looking fantastic. She is going to win this race. Uh-oh. Here comes the Japanese girl. Oh no, that's Pilato. Here comes the Italian. Ruda, Pilato, Anna Allende. Oh, it's going to be a photo finish here. Who's going to stick the finish? Stick it. Pilato from Italy is the winner. Anna Allende touches second. And Ruda Milatute is third. And Pilato's crying. Oh, I just got chills. What a swim. A lot of people just said that she's a 50 swimmer. No, 105.9. That just won the 100 breaststroke right there, folks. Almost 2 seconds off that world record. like we've been talking about, little time wise, a little slow on the women's side, but still gives me all the feels. Woo! All right, let me just pull this up real quick, and we'll get out of here. Only 2 girls under. There you go. Lily King, 4th. Came back in 35-2. She came back strong. She was out a little slow. She came back really strong. She's got to be happy with that race. Look, she wasn't supposed to be in this heat. She was 8th. She was 9th. She was seated 8th. She got 4th. That is not too shabby. She almost won the damn thing. Almost won it. Look at that. Those are some tight splits. We knew that was going to be a tight race, and that's what we got. 3 gold medals for Italy. It's huge. Italy's just continuing the domination. We are the best at everything. Don't you forget about it. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching some swimming with me. We got work all week, but I think maybe we'll still try to do a live show. Like I can do like the first 30 minutes. Oh, I want to hear Pilato. Oh, she's crying so much. She can't even. She's so pumped. Love it. Love it. That's what we're here for, folks. Thanks again for watching with us. We're back to Dressel, Milok, Popovici tomorrow, 100 freestyle. Don't forget it. We're not going to work tomorrow. We're not going to work. Brett's coming back. We got to get Brett back. Guys, thanks.